What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 moments in Attack on Titan. Now, these will be moments from manga and anime, so there will be manga spoilers. If you have not read the manga, I advise you to click off this video. Alright? Now, I did this before I read chapter 123. Alright? I want to make that clear because I might have put Eren going founding titan mode on this list had I read this before I made this list, but I'm just recording this segment, this video segment, but the audio has long been recorded. All right, making that clear, making it very, very clear. All right, but let's get into my favorite moments in Attack on Titan.
Number 10, Historia punches Levi, chapter 69. This moment was special because it was a buildup of Historia's frustration unleashed all at once. Historia recently lost her best friend slash lover Ymir, she briefly reunited and killed her father, and she was forced into becoming queen. Historia finally had an opportunity to take out her anger, but not just against anyone. It was against someone who had a big role in making Historia carry that burden, someone who probably many people would want to punch, but don't have the balls and do have the common sense to fold. Historia, though, had status and enough clout tokens to get a freebie punch on Levi, and although it was physically ineffective, it meant a lot. Even Mikasa approved. Number 9, Sasha becomes Potato Girl, chapter 15. The day that Sasha became a meme god by boldly offering Keith Shades a small portion of a stolen potato and passing it off as a half. This scene in hindsight was a great indication of the type of character Sasha would be. It's one of the rare comical moments of Attack on Titan, and it was the origin of Sasha's nickname. Number 8, Mikasa's I Am Strong speech, chapter 7. This speech isn't one of the most motivational, but it resonated with me because of the realness of it. To frame the moment, this came right off the heels of Mikasa learning of Eren's alleged death, so she was in a vulnerable state. Mikasa in her monologue calls out the cowardice of her comrades and further ridicules them by bringing attention to her own strength. I like this moment because it wasn't lip service from Mikasa. She wasn't trying to uplift anyone, but in her cold, honest words, she unintentionally gave an inspirational speech. Number 7, Gabby tears off Falco's armband, chapter 118. After enduring hatred from the fandom for chapter upon chapter, Gabby finally had her shine that completed the character growth that I anticipated would come. So this moment is great for 2 reasons. The first reason is because of the obvious parallel to Falco ripping off Gabby's armband in chapter 108, symbolizing both Falco and Gabby ridding each other of their insecurities. The second reason is because of Falco's confession to Gabby beforehand. Attack on Titan doesn't really deal with romance in the most romantic way, so I felt like Gabby ripping off Falco's armband was her accepting his confession. Number 6, Eren vows to kill Reiner and Bertholdt, chapter 46. Fresh after the Eren and Reiner fight, this moment came to be in a response to the atrocities that Reiner and Bertholdt admitted to. Eren, who was not sympathetic to the plight of Reiner or Bertholdt, was not having that shit. Eren let it be known clearly that he did not care about a different perspective. All he could envision was that the 2 enemies in front of him dying in the most excruciating way possible. Number 5, Pieck points at Eren, chapter 116. This was a very simple gesture that had me hyped because of the amount of tension that was set up. Pieck didn't trust Eren, Eren didn't trust Pieck, so as Pieck tried to lure Eren into her trap, it was just a matter of who would show their hand first to get shit popping. So as Pieck is getting in position and assuring Gabby she's on her side with a smile, when Eren asks the question, "Where's the enemy?" Pieck responds by pointing at Eren and saying, "There." It not only reinforced that Pieck was on the side of Marley and Gabby by association, but it was also a declaration of war. Number 4, Erwin loses his arm, chapter 49. If you wanted to know whether Erwin was cold-blooded or not, look no further than chapter 49. After another risky plan, this time to retrieve Eren, Erwin must achieve this goal in a sea of swarming titans. Unfortunately though, Erwin did not complete his goal unscathed. He lost an arm to a titan in the process, but told all his soldiers to advance mid-maiming. Even while almost being devoured by titans, Erwin's focus did not falter one bit, and he managed to rally his troops in the midst of despair. Number 3. Reiner and Bertholt's traitor reveal. Chapter 42. The intense atmosphere of this moment, paired with the nonchalant anticlimactic reveal, made for one of the best scenes in Attack on Titan. As I said, the casual bombshell of Reiner just straight up telling Eren that he and Bertholt are the armor and colossal titan respectively was so unexpected because of how it was revealed. And then you add in the anime rendition with the music, the voice acting, the art, the animation. It was just an amazing spectacle and the highlight of the series. Number 2. Reinforcements in Marley. Chapter 101. Now, this moment right here has an eternal reservation in my heart. I remember reading this chapter at my friend's house because I spent the night there. It was still early in the morning, but I ran my ass home as fast as I could on some Forrest Gump type of shit just to record my review because that chapter and this moment was that hype. After almost a year of no Connie, no John, no Mikasa, they popped up in epic fashion, equipped with upgraded 3D maneuver gear and a grown-up look. This moment may have been predictable and not as grandiose as other moments, but my thirst for the members of the 104th Southern Division put this moment over the top. Number 1. Erwin's last speech. Chapter 80. Let's be real, this moment doesn't need me to explain anything, but let's run through it anyways. The desperation of Erwin prior to the speech, Levi pushing Erwin to abandon his dream of seeing the Jaeger basement, and the Beast Titan looming over the survey courts, still pressuring them with rocks. Pull all of these events together and you get Erwin's last con. Erwin must convince his soldiers to launch a seemingly futile suicide mission in the hopes of Levi taking care of the rest. Considering the hopelessness of the situation, everyone should have quit, deserted, and ignored Erwin's words, but they couldn't. Erwin gave a rousing speech that basically centered around the quote-unquote meaningless sacrifice of the soldiers having purpose through the living. The rare candidness that Erwin displayed in his words was so powerful, you could feel the gravity of the moment. Erwin boosted my morale as well. I damn near wanted to hop in Attack on Titan, hitch a horse, and fight alongside Erwin. He just had that effect on folks.
Alright guys, that pretty much wraps everything up. Let me know some of your favorite moments in Attack on Titan if you have any ones different from me. But guys, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage, out. Am I dying to live? Or am I living